The day my brother passed away on February 27th, we got delayed in our flight, almost didn't make it out there. The last thing that my brother ever said was, "All is family." Growing up in a military family, we moved around a couple times. I was actually born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, moved to California shortly after, moved out to Montana, back to California, back to Montana, and eventually out to Virginia. With all those moves, getting to know new people, having to make new friends, with having my older brother AJ, always had a built-in best friend, so it was really easy to kind of acclimate to the different areas because I knew that I always had a friend with me. I was more of the family clown. My brother was a little bit more of the serious one. I felt like a lot of times my brother was probably following my parents' rules a little bit closer to what they wanted, and I was the one that he had to kind of keep me in line a little bit. Throughout my life, I really felt like I've had my head down, just following my brother's footsteps through most of it. And so ever since he's passed away, my wants and wishes within the NFL is just when you see me, you see my brother. When you hear my name, you hopefully think of my brother and just the person that he was and the fight that he endured. My brother had AML, acute myeloid leukemia. It is something that is usually found in young children, like very, very, very young children, just turned 19 at the time. The fact that he had a cancer like that was kind of 1 in a billion chance. My brother had came home from college. He was at Salisbury University, was complaining about back problems, and he had come home for his winter break. We were supposed to go hang reeds at Arlington on December 15th, and that night he came downstairs, actually asked if I could crack his back or just like walk on it, see if he can get some of the pain to go away. Woke up that morning, was in such bad pain that we ended up taking him to a local urgent care. Here they did some testing, kind of found some weird numbers, and so they sent him to our local large hospital, Mary Washington in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And when they sent him down there, they did some more testing. He was still in a lot of pain. His back was spazzing out, and he was really just looking for some pain medication. And at the end of it, they walked into his room and told him that he had cancer. For me, supporting him, I mean, honestly, I wasn't trying to be a distraction for him. I wasn't trying to be something that took him away from obviously the fight that he was having. You know, call him, talk to him about whatever that wasn't involved within the hospital, or, you know, talk about friends and family back home, whatever it might be, just to kind of feel like we're in a normal situation. It really did feel like, for me, with him being at school before he had gotten sick, the vibe that I had was really like he was just at school. Like he wasn't sick, he wasn't going through a battle, he was just at school. And it truly was more of an eye-opening experience towards the end of it when I started realizing that things were as serious as I could get. We were trying to get him prepped for another stem cell transplant towards the end of 2013, going into 2014. And when your body rejects that, plus with all the chemotherapy, the surgeries that he had, the big, strong linebacker that, you know, was playing over at Salisbury ended up turning into a shell of the person that he was, and his body just wasn't strong enough to continue to fight, so. The tattoo on my right arm is the last football game me and my brother got to play together. He was a senior, I was a sophomore, playing for North Stafford High School. We both played linebacker, so he was right next to me when we were playing, and that picture just kind of is such a core memory for us. It was a state semifinal game against a team that, you know, we really didn't have a chance to play against, and like we were kind of the underdogs and all these things. And so there's just a story that kind of came from that core memory that was kind of AJ's fight with cancer, kind of his mantra as a whole. He was kind of a smaller kid, but ferocious, tough. Like he played football with an intensity that I tried to mimic when I played. And so that was the last time we played together. It's on my right arm because I was holding my brother's hand in my right arm when he passed away. I would just say for families that are going through similar situations, I think the best thing to do is just get as close as you possibly can, because this fight is something that is going to affect the entire family, whether good or bad. And you want to make sure that the people that you love most around you know that on a day-to-day basis. Our foundation was started in honor of my brother. You know, his life getting cut short, we just felt like it would do him a disservice to not be able to continue his legacy and try to keep the energy, the spirit of my brother alive. There's also a lot of people in our community in Stafford, Virginia that just felt this like overwhelming want to help in the community. At the time when AJ was sick, they were trying to help me, my mom, my dad, whatever it might be, giving gift cards to us to hopefully, pay for gas and things like that so that we can go see him or take care of him, whatever it was. The combination of us wanting to keep my brother's legacy alive, as well as the help in the community, we've kind of married those two things together and given them an outlet to obviously continue to help, and they have what I feel like is one of the greatest honors of continuing to keep my brother's legacy alive. So we help give back books, iPads, things like that to hospitals in the local area so that when people are getting infusions or are there for appointments, they have an opportunity to kind of get away from the stresses and fears of what's going on with their lives. We also give scholarships to local kids in our area that kind of resemble my brother in any type of way, whether it's in the classroom or on the field, and we help to jumpstart their college aspirations of giving them $2,000 scholarships in hopes that they can continue their educational careers. We have the Slye6foundation.org that we have the story of my brother. We have some videos and stuff that kind of talks a little bit deeper of his fight throughout his 14 months and just some of the stuff that we've continued to do in our community. You can go on there and donate. I have our foundation logo, that's on my left side, and then my right shoulder has the same tattoo that he wanted to get when he got cured. I have mine on my back, and he has his on his headstone. I hold up 6 just because I want to, that was his football number back in high school. That was his number that he wore pretty much in every sport. Have an opportunity to wear 6 here, which is very special to my heart. But the opportunity just to kind of let him know that all the days back when we were younger, when we were playing in the yard and things like that, is kind of the feeling that I have now. I mean, this is my job. This is an opportunity for us to have a career. But at the end of the day, I try to put myself back in the same situation of me and him just playing catch in the front yard with some young guys or, kind of joking around with other guys. And I want them to feel like I'm in the same position or same feeling that I was when I was with my brother. That's the same type of energy that we had. And I just try to kind of bounce that same energy off of other guys in the locker room. So it's a good opportunity for them to just see kind of who I am. And then again, like kind of express why I might, deal with players the same way that my brother would mess with me. I just think he would be in a weird, just state of awe of what actually, where I am in my life and what I'm doing. Just seeing the fact that, we're playing in NFL stadiums, we're playing at these legendary fields and having an opportunity to do things that, we have fat heads up on our wall of players when we were younger. I'm in the same locker room as some of these guys. So I just think my brother would be in awe of what I'm doing. And honestly, as of recent, I just had a baby girl last year. Father for the first time is something that my brother was unable to do in his life, and I would honestly just more hope that he'd be proud of the dad I'm trying to be for my daughter. Continue to shine light on everyone's story. You get to see people's whys, their reasons why they do what they do, and honestly, I love the ability to talk about my brother. It's the reason why I do what I do, and it's an honor that I get to tell his story whenever this comes up. So definitely just. Whenever you see me, just ask about AJ, and you'll see me brighten up and love to tell his story.